All right, so today we're going to review all the three different types of transformations. Okay, so I'm going to give, what I want you to do is kind of follow along and do this. If you need graph paper, there's some in the back of the room. Feel free to grab some. You'll be pausing the video and kind of trying them on your own and then kind of watching and making sure you did everything right. Okay, so the idea behind it is you practicing and then you have me doing it correctly, hopefully, that you can go back and check your work. So what I want to do is I'm going to start with a triangle right here. I'll give you the points here in a second. Zoom in a hair. There we go. So let's say we have point triangle ABC. A is at -1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at -3, 4 for A. B is at -2, 1. C is at 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. All right. So we have a triangle there. And usually what will happen is you'll be asked to do three different types of transformations. Okay, so the first one's usually pretty straightforward. Like let's say we want to translate. Use a different color. Translate the triangle 6 units down. And 2 units left. Fairly straightforward. You're just counting down 6 and 2 to the left from each point. So B can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then left 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Now we have a new triangle. Could use a ruler. But now we have A prime, B prime, and C prime. Okay, so we haven't changed shape. Move the whole triangle 6 units down, 2 to the left. All right. Let's say we want to move the, let's reflect the triangle across the y-axis. All right, here's our y-axis. The other one's our x. We're going to want to flip it over. So just kind of count the units to the point of the line of reflection and then keep counting. So for B, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So here's my new B value. I'm going to call it B double prime. A is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I got A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. I got my new triangle here. Okay, I guess I could have written the points. This is going to be 3, 4. This is going to be 6, 1. This is going to be 2, 1. If I look at this, this obviously should have been negative over here. Probably some of you were cursing me for that. I eventually figured it out. B or A prime is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So -5, -2. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -4, -5. And C is going to be at 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -8, -5. Okay, we'll do the last one and then I'll kind of recap everything. Running out of colors. Orange? Sure. Okay, let's say we want to rotate triangle ABC 180 degrees about the origin. Okay, so 180 degrees, we're over here in quadrant 2. We're going to end up in quadrant 4 because that's 180 degrees away. Okay, but we got to know where our points are going to be. So right here, our B value is 2, 1. Remember, we flip the signs. Okay, so we're going to get 1, 2. Okay, but it's going to be right here. Nope. Ignore everything I just said. Okay, rotates all the way around. Okay, and we're going to get 2, 1. It's 180 degree rotation. We don't flip the signs. Okay, but we get a 2, 1 here for B triple prime. Don't flip the signs, we just change the positives to negatives, negatives to positives, since essentially we're going from negative x and a positive y to a positive x, negative y. Okay, so we use the same points for A, except our y value is negative. So 1, 2, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then C is 6, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1. All right, so we got 3 different transformations, all of the same triangle. I don't think I counted to 6 right on that one. Golly, that's why it's an erasable pen, guys. That should be at 6, -1. Easy fix. Wish I knew how to count. There we go. Okay, all the triangles have the exact same shape. Okay, this one's just translated down. This one's reflected across the y-axis. This one's rotated 180 degrees around over there. Right. So there's kind of an example. Let's see if we can. Here, I want you guys to at least try this one on your own. And I guess I should have told you to do that on the last one. I didn't. We'll mix it up a little bit here. We'll start with the triangle or something. Triangles are usually the go-to, so let's stick with that. I'll make an awkward one here. All right, so let's say you'll be asked something like this. Let's say triangle ABC, okay, where A is at 1, 3, B is at 3, 1, and C is at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so there's the original ones. Okay, so we'll do the easy one first. Let's translate. So let's say step 1, kind of running out of room. Translate the triangle. So we'll translate triangle ABC 7 units down and 8 units left. Okay. And then so it'll ask you, okay, where is A prime, where is B prime, and where is C prime? Okay, they'll be looking for points. Okay, so this would be a good spot for you to pause the video. Okay, try it on your own, and then check back with me. So I'm gonna pause for like 2 seconds in my own head here. All right, so 7 units down, 8 units to the left. So I'm just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's point B prime. Okay, now I could do the same thing for C, and you might have done that. And that's totally fine. Okay, I could also count. I know the shape's not going to change. So I know from B to C, I go 1 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So I could just do that again. Same thing with A, I go 2 to the left and 2 up. Obviously, the numbers are a little bit smaller, so it makes it somewhat easier. If you wanted to count from the original for all 3 points, you could totally do that. Okay, so I got my new triangle there. My A prime value is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, -7, -4. B is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, so -4, -2. Okay, so we should have gotten those values. Okay, one thing you'll notice if we have this original value for if we just want to take A for example, okay, our X values are the ones that move left and right. So if our original value is 1 and we're moving 8 units to the left, okay, it's really 1 minus 8, which is -7, which is what we got here. Same things, if we're going to move 7 units down, okay, we're subtracting 7 units. So our original value 3 minus 7 give us -4. So you could have done that with all those points. I'm just kind of showing you that you can also do an algebraic way of doing this. It's the same thing as counting, okay, but just knowing your X and Y values where they're supposed to be. Number 2 here, let's reflect triangle ABC across the x-axis. Okay, make triangle A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Okay, pause the video here. Try it on your own. Again, reflecting across the x-axis, which is across this line. Okay, give that a shot. So reflecting across, we could just count, right? B, 1, 1, A, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, should have my new shape there. So I got A double prime, B double prime, and C double prime. So my A value is at 1, -3. B is at 3, -1. and C is at 4, -5. So you'll notice very similar to the original triangles points. Okay, we're just making our y values negative. Think about it, we're going from up here to down here, okay, across the x-axis, so our y values are becoming negative. Okay, pretty much the case anytime you're reflecting across the x or y axis, you just make the opposite number negative or positive. All right, and the third transformation. Let's reflect the original triangle. 90 degrees, counter, clockwise, about the origin. Okay, take a second, figure that out on your own there. So 90 degrees counterclockwise should be going this way. Okay, so again, if we're going to rotate 90 degrees, we're going to flip our x and our y values. Okay, and since we're going from positive x, positive y to negative x, positive y. Okay, I guess I could positive x, positive y. There we go. Okay, we're going to flip our signs. Okay, our x's become y's, y's become x's. Okay, and then our x is going to have to turn into negative. So looking at my original ones, I'm going to flip these. I'm going to get 3, 1. But then again, my x has to be negative. My b value, I'm going to flip and make my x value negative. -1, 3. Now my c values, I'm going to switch 5 and 4, and my x value has to be negative. Okay, so now I can graph it. -3, 1 for a triple prime, -1, 3 for b triple prime, and -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming I counted correctly, C triple prime should be right there. And again, those points, 90-degree rotation, counterclockwise, okay, about the origin. Okay. We'll do one more where we'll just have a bunch of rotations. I feel like that's probably the, obviously the trickiest of the three. So let's try just 3 different rotations off of the same triangle. Okay, and the key things that to remember. Graph here. Again, pause the video at any time you want. If you need more graph paper, go get more graph paper. You're big kids, you can handle it. My apologies. Got distracted there. What are we doing? We're doing all 3 different types of rotations. Okay, so let's start. Keep it simple. Let's say got a triangle like this. All right, A, we'll call this B, and we'll call this C. So A is at 1, 1. B is at 5, 1. C is at 5, 4. Okay, so we'll do 3 different types of rotations. So first one will be, this is our original. Okay, let's go 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, so I would like you to try it on your own. Okay, so if you want to pause and try and do it without your own, one thing to keep in mind, remember this is understand where you're going. Okay, we got a positive, positive. Why can I never do the same 2 things? I don't know which one I like better. This one has a negative X and a positive Y. Here we have a negative X and a negative Y. Here we have a negative Y and a positive X. Positive X, negative Y. Fix this. I guess I'm going with that one. Here we just have X, Y. Just try it on your own. Okay. Again, easier probably with the points. So for me, if it's a 90-degree rotation, 90-degree rotation, I'm flipping the signs. Okay. And then just understanding where I'm going. So A is easy because I don't really have to flip the signs. They're both 1. So it's going to be 1, 1. But as I move into the second quadrant, I have a negative 1. B prime, I'm going to flip it and make my X negative. C prime, flip it and make my X negative. So my new points, negative 1, 1, negative 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then negative 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so where are we at? A prime, B prime, C prime. All right. Next one, 180-degree rotation. Clockwise, counterclockwise, doesn't matter. You end up in the same spot. So 180-degree rotation for A, double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Again, take a second on your own, see if you can do it. 180 degrees, you do not flip the signs. Okay, I'm sorry, you do not flip X and Y, but you will change, in this case, both the signs. So I go from 1, 1 to negative 1, negative 1. B goes from 5, 1 to negative 5, negative 1. And C goes from 5, 4 to negative 5, negative 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piece of cake. Got a little out of control there. B double prime, A double prime, C double prime. All right, and now lastly, we're going to go 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so we're coming from quadrant 1 to quadrant 4 here. 90-degree rotation means we do flip the signs. Okay, and we're going to have to change our Y values to be negative because we go from positive X positive Y to positive X negative Y. So A triple prime, B triple prime, C triple prime. Again, pause if you'd like. You should be pausing it, I guess I should say. Okay, we flip the signs, make our Y's negative. 1, negative 1, 1, negative 5, 4, negative 5. A triple prime there, B 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count in my head and talk at the same time. B triple prime there, C triple prime, 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. Looks so beautiful. A triple prime, C triple prime, or B triple prime, C triple prime. There we go, 3 different rotations, 90 counterclockwise, 180 clockwise or counterclockwise, it doesn't matter, and then 90 degrees clockwise. All right, hopefully that practice helps. Do some more before the end of the unit. Please be nice to the sub. We'll see you guys on Friday.